Attorneys for Alec Murdaugh are demanding a new trial and a federal investigation, citing allegations that a court clerk engaged in jury tampering. The claims come 6 months after the once prominent South Carolina lawyer was convicted of murdering his wife and son. Mark Strassman is in Atlanta with more on that.
Jurors must be free from outside influences.
Attorneys for Alec Murdaugh want a do-over,
There's no choice but the courts to grant a new trial.
accusing Rebecca Hill, the Colleton County clerk of the court, of tainting Murdaugh's jury.
Docket number 2022 GS 15.
Among the claims, Hill encouraged the jury to find that guilty verdict in order to help sell a tell-all book she was writing about the case.
The clerk of court had improper private communications with the jurors. Don't be fooled by his testimony. Watch out for his body language.
Murdaugh was convicted of murdering his wife Maggie and son Paul in June 2021. In South Carolina, their family dynasty was also on trial. A Southern Gothic straight from a novel with a family who was wealthy, wily, and powerful. Hill's book detailed all that. She did not return a CBS News request for comment. But Neil Gordon, her co-author, insists they self-published the book and haven't made a dime.
We had to pay to get everything set up. There was nobody writing a big check for an advance.
But in their 65-page motion, Murdaugh's lawyers included affidavits from 2 of the jurors and 1 dismissed juror, alleging Hill pressured the jury for a quick guilty verdict and told jurors not to be misled by Murdaugh's evidence or fooled by his testimony.
I can tell you that when I shared with him the affidavits, he's a lawyer, he was astonished, he was shaking, he was in disbelief.
In a statement, the South Carolina Attorney General's office said it was reviewing the motion and would respond through the legal process at the appropriate time. CBS News legal analyst Ricky Kleeman.
From that evidence, a determination will be made if there should be a new trial, but at least there should be a hearing.
A new motion, a new twist to the dark, sprawling saga about Alec Murdaugh. For CBS Mornings, Mark Strassman in Atlanta.
So, in fact, Mark is here with us to talk a little bit more about this new motion. Mark, good morning. It's good to see you. It is not uncommon for defense attorneys to file motions for a new trial. I mean, usually right after a conviction, they're already talking about how they're going to appeal. Can you tell us a little bit more about why this could be taken perhaps more seriously?
Yeah, sure, Maria. Good morning again. I mean, let's face it, a lot of the motions that are filed by defense attorneys for a new trial are Hail Marys, right? This one may have a prayer. And here's what struck me about it, is the affidavits from 2 jurors and 1 dismissed juror. They support the contention that in this case you had the court clerk, an officer of the court, who was not impartial and not there just to dispense impartial justice, a chance at justice for the defendant, which every defendant deserves. And in this case, was guiding, goading, nudging the jury toward a guilty verdict in order to sell a book that she was writing at the time. And those affidavits, to me, took it to a different level. I mean, not a lawyer, and certainly not on the South Carolina Court of Appeals, which will review this petition. But they have to take those affidavits seriously, and I think the affidavits give the complaint some added heft.
Right. So here you have a woman who, writes a book. Lots of people write books, but it was more the conversation it's alleged that she had with some jury members. That is part of the reason why she's being put on the microscope right now. Have we heard anything more about when the South Carolina Appeals Court would make a decision on this?
Yeah, they essentially going to get this petition. They have 10 days to sort of review it, decide whether a hearing is justified. Remember, a hearing is not the same thing as a trial, a second trial. It's just a hearing, but the hearing is the necessary next step if there is going to be a second trial. And at this point, a lot of people are thinking there's a decent chance that hearing is going to happen.
I tell you, all those books and documentaries that thought, they were delivering the final word on the Murdaughs. And it's, this is a saga that there's always another chapter when you turn around. Mark? Thank you so much.
Of course.